excited to be here. It's our first annual ever self-care health fair. Yes. I will give somebody $10 at the end of this event if they can say that 10 times fast. Self-care health fair. And so we're excited to bring that to you. It's a vision that has come out of our network, which is called the Winning Women's Network, where we are designed to give women the power to win. How many guys can use some power to win in your life in 2020? Okay, because 2019 may not have been that bad, but we had a few things we might have left undone, a few goals that might have left behind that we did not quite achieve. And so this year, we want you to kick off the year with the power you need to conquer everything that you're setting out to do. I don't know about you all, but I have a list. But then I usually do start, every year with the list, okay? But this year, I have a very, very serious list. I have a key top 5 things that I want to see accomplished in 2020. And I cannot go out of this year with that undone. I refuse to have certain things in 2019 repeat themselves, okay? I am so sick of cycles and sequences on certain matters. I just told myself it's over. I looked in the mirror one day and said, you know what? We're not looking at you again. So this is done. This is over. We're not doing this. And so I'm so excited that we get an opportunity to do this in the lives of women, particularly in an era where we're really on the rise. Do y'all know that, ladies? Womanhood is on the rise. And they're doing a lot of things now to see to it that we can come to the forefront. And as we seize the moment and seize our day, I want us to be ready for it in every way. And that readiness doesn't just start with the day we're ready to, do the goal. How many of you guys know that you can't achieve the goal the day that you want to, okay? You have to plan. Because a lot of times we think that we can achieve our goals the day that we want to see them manifest. We want to see them in action in our lives. But you can't do that. You have to plan for it. Our slogan here is that winning is not an accident. It is a calculated effort of the diligent. So you have to win on purpose. All right? I want you to look at somebody today and say, I came here to win on purpose.
I came here to win on purpose.
And I'm having you talk to your neighbor because these are going to be your collective cheerleaders and champions and people who will rah-rah in the middle of the year, in the middle of the night, when you're going after that goal and it seems like it's impossible. So we want you to get to know the people around you in this room. But I want you to make 2020 your year of intention and your year of deliverance. I'm going to deliberately achieve my goal. I'm not going to wish for them to happen. I'm not going to want for them to happen. I'm not going to hope they happen. I'm going to be intentional. I intend to win. I intend to get this. So I want you to think about this as you're going throughout the workshop. We have always 5 questions we ask every woman who wants to win. So you're going to think about these 5 questions while you're in every workshop. You guys ready for this? Number 1 question, it seems easy until you hear 3, 4, and 5, okay? But the number 1 question is, what do you want? You will not be able to accomplish anything in 2020 until you can narrow down what you really want. You may have a lot of aspirations and inspirations, but in order to succeed and hit a goal and win something, you've got to be clear on what you want. Okay, so that's question number 1. Question number 2 is, what does that look like? What does your want actually look like? Because sometimes we think we know what our want looks like, and then we see something and say, but that's not what I expected. That's not what I was trying to go after. That's not what I wanted to see. So that's number 2. Okay? Number 3 is, what are you willing to do to get what you want? And all throughout the workshops, think, what am I willing to do? When the amazing Mark McCullough comes up here and starts talking about your soul care, start thinking, what am I really willing? When she starts outlining what it takes to have a healthy soul, ask yourself, what am I willing to do to get it? And then question number 4, okay, how will I know I have it? How will you know when you actually achieved your win? What does your win look like in action? Because you know what it looks like in vision, but what does it look like in action? All right, so how will I know I've achieved the win? And then after you've asked yourself how you know how you achieve it, or how you know when you got it, when you've arrived, number 5, what are you willing to do to sustain it? Because it's easy to envision things. It's even easy to bring things into existence. How many of you guys have ever started things, a work, an organization, or anything in your own name? It's easy to start stuff, right? Keeping. How many of you guys just started a job? Let's just talk about basic. You started a job. You just started a job. You have to keep it, though. Because it's amazing to say, wow, that's wonderful that I started. It's another thing to say, can I keep my job? Can I keep what I've gone after? So sustainability is the key to success. Anybody can win something. We've all had. Your won at kickball, you won a prize, you won something in your life. You won first place, you all won something. But the key to success in life is actually you sustaining it. Successful people are people who can sustain a win. Does that make sense to you all today? So you want to be thinking along that line as we go throughout this whole entire process. Because the goal here is that your self-care will lead you to sustainability in your success. And if you don't plan to succeed, our mentor here, Dr. Tala Price, always likes to say you plan to fail. And it's very, very true. When you say you don't plan to succeed, you plan to fail. So as you're going throughout the workshop, I want you to literally focus on those 5 areas. And then afterwards, see where you are after you've heard the advice and the counsel and say, okay, what do I really want? Because see, the personal trainer said I need to get up and actually exercise. Do I really want to be healthy? Okay? Somebody said we can get up in the morning and do something with this hair. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That could be a trial. Okay? So think about it. Because how your year ends rather, is going to be totally reliant upon how you started, how you plan to do it. You need to plan to do your year, not live your year. Who can make a commitment and say, I'm ready? I'm ready to plan to do my year, not live my year. And then without further ado, we're going to kick over to our first workshop. I'm so excited about the first workshop speaker because my